What do you think of this whole Ferdi situation, man?
I think it's rubbish.
Rubbish.
I think I don't even know how any other way to describe it, bro. I got a link to the video and that. I can't watch it. No. I'm giving out of you. Do you know what? Yeah. big up Ferdi, right? Just for seeing the opportunity. Yeah, the dude is a little car mechanic or whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
But the industry is partly to blame, bro.
No.
Listen, bro, you've got Mist and these guys bringing him out on stage and that, bro. That's like
the industry is not partly to blame. The industry is fully to blame.
Okay. I thought you was about to say it's not playing part. I was gonna say
100%, bro. The industry
we are to blame for this guy.
Fully to blame. Anybody that endorses this product is fully to blame. Now, I watched the video, but I only watched
it
only because I wanted to have some context so that we could have the conversation. I didn't want to have a conversation about something and not have all the information. Does that make sense?
I got all the info except the actual watching the video. So go on.
And it's, bruv, it's an embarrassment, man. I think
we've already done a podcast on viral moments and whatnot, but like I feel like it's just gone. What did I say in the last one? It's just gonna get worse. And now we've got Ferdi dropping bangers. That episode we did about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And within 3 weeks, my guy has got a Has he got a record deal?
Yeah.
Or it was just a single. No. It was just a single deal, though, wasn't it? I think
somebody told me today that it was a 2 single deal, but I can't see that happening. I cannot see that happening, bruv.
Bro, the guy's singing out of key. Like what? He's not even singing.
Auto-tune is
this is going to be a podcast full of hatred, and we're not even haters like that. But
you know what? The problem is, so here's my thing. Yeah, there's throughout history, there have been situations like this where comedic things have become songs. Like even if you look back at like Mr. Blobby, for example, do you remember that Mr. Blobby had a single out?
Mr. Blobby.
But do you know what I mean? And like there was Bob the Builder. I remember being a roller disco when I was young, and Bob the Builder was getting played because that was a single. Do you know what I mean? So like throughout time, and there's been more. I can't even think of all the examples.
Yeah, but them examples, like they're off the back of like pretty epic like stuff.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This has
a guy off a video that just says, "Why are you coming fast?" Because the biker rider smacked into him. Like,
mate, one thing it bothers me. It bothers me in a sense that the record label would sign him when I can name you off the bat 10 artists that deserve a record deal off their singles.
Oh, bro, we could list endless names of people that deserve a deal.
You know what else disappoints me is like there's going to be DJs in our world, and I mean DJs that play the same music as us, not just top 40 commercial club DJs that are doing reputable urban nights that will play this. And I just think like we shouldn't support it as DJs. Like let everybody. You
can't be playing that in the club.
Brother, I guarantee you somebody will. Somebody will be playing it in the club when it's an urban night. And it won't be one of these top 40 nights. I'm telling you, bruv. I guarantee it.
I need to find this link so I can read something to you, man. I came across it's some kind of A&R label dude who did a thread on Twitter regarding Ferdi and dropped some stats.
For it or against it?
Not for or against it. He was just breaking it down in like he just broke it down in the greatest of ways. I'm trying to find it so I can explain it to you because it's actually sick.
Austin from while you're searching, I'll just say this bit. Austin from Spotify was defending him quite strongly.
Really?
And he was saying, that everybody that's hating Ferdi, like you got to realize. I can't remember what he said, but he said something about the amount of people that got signed this year is massive and all of this. But I just think, you know what, like anyone that benefits from this situation is going to promote it. Austin being one of them because they're going to put it on Spotify. That drives more people. Do you know what I mean? So
like,
it's his job to promote the record. It's in his interest, exactly. But me as a DJ, bro, I will not support it. Like, I'm not like proper moody about it, and I'm not super against it. Like, I'm glad the guy's going to make a quick $250,000 over the next couple months. He's a mechanic. He'll probably, if he's got a mortgage, he'll probably be able to buy his house outright. If he hasn't got a mortgage, he'll probably be able to get one. If he's got kids, more life. They're going to have a sick Christmas. Like, do you know what I mean? And so I'm glad for him that he can secure the bag. But in terms of our scene and the fact that certain people have let this in, bruv, it just lacks quality control, if you ask me. Look at the drum and bass scene, yeah? Do you know how clicky and how tight the drum and bass scene is? And the reason is to keep the quality control up. They don't just let anybody in, and they don't let shit like this happen. Same with the house scene. The drum and bass scene
is still like protected and like not as mainstream, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not...
Yeah, but bruv, do you realise how lucrative it is? Do you realise how much money there is in the drum and bass scene and how the fan base is still there? It's still massive, bruv. There's artists that have been doing it for like 15 years, 20 years that are still making their primary wage from touring off drum and bass. And that's because they've kept the quality control. They've maintained it. They haven't let all this gimmicky shit. The closest that a gimmick got in to the drum and bass scene was Tiny Temper's Pass Out. And that wasn't even a gimmick. That was just a crossover record.
Yeah.
But even then, the original, I never heard it. And granted, I don't go to every drum and bass rave, but I've been to a fair few, especially around that time. I never heard Pass Out there, but I did hear a few remixes of Pass Out in the drum and bass raves. So they took it and obviously made it their own. But the quality control, bro, and other genres as well. Like, not commercial house, but a lot of the house subgenres, the ones I know about at least, take it very seriously, bruv. And they don't let this gimmicky shit water down their stuff. So I'm just like, why? Firstly, why would GRM do it? And I mean, I know why they would do it, because they want to get the clicks and they want to get the streams and they want to get the revenue from it.
People are just looking at it's opportunists, man.
But look at this though, yeah? So if you're trying to build something, sorry, I'm just looking up GRM's page right now. If you're trying to build something... I found this
thread as well. I'm going to go through this thread in a second because it's interesting, man.
If you're trying to build a scene and you're trying to attract people to your scene, right? Putting something like this up is going to attract more people instantly because it's a viral sensation, right?
But it's had 1 million views. You know, it's had 1 million views already.
It was on like 700,000 or 800,000.
It's had 1 million views, bro. So it's working. Like, I don't know what it's on now, but it was on 980K or something.
1.1 million, right? So the problem with that is, yeah, and big ups actually to actually no, I'm not going to say his name, so I don't want to get him in trouble with the channel just in case. But yeah, so I was having a conversation with someone else about this, and they pointed something very interesting out to me. Yeah, Ferdi has got 1.1 million views. If you're looking at GRM's page, right?
Yeah.
The video before Tion Wayne and r.o.a.d, 156,000, which is a good amount of views. But because it's next to Ferdi, who's had 1.1, that looks like a shitty amount of views. Oh, you've only had 156. Trillery Banks.
What record only had 156,000?
Sweet Thug, the Tion Wayne and r.o.a.d one, the new one.
Okay.
Right, Trillery Banks, right, who is another artist that I was championing, and she's good, and she's dropped a decent record. That's the next video after Ferdi, 25,000. So that is dwarfed.
The thing is, bro, the reason it's dwarfed is because it was like it was a viral moment, man. So like, it's the A&R leading up to it, and like the way they conquered the algorithms of Instagram, Twitter, everything else, it went mental on like most platforms. Like, them other guys can't compete with that. You can't buy that shit. Like,
yeah, but this is the thing.
That's why it's clocking the numbers, and everyone else's is looking so small, because that is a one-off. It's a one-off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like what this guy tweeted, saying it was an A&R, a masterclass in A&R by algorithm, the death of artist development, and a huge embarrassment for Sony UK.
Okay, go on, talk to me.
So this guy's put it cements a new era of established media channels desperately choosing short-term content reach over art and culture as the hype died and we'd move on before the single was even uploaded to iTunes. My Yay went viral. Yeah, this is about... this isn't even the same one. This is about My Yay shit. Totally different thing. Same concept, though. Same concept though, bro. It's the same concept about a dude going viral, getting numbers, and then this record he was saying went viral 5 weeks ago, and I suspected that this might happen. I tracked the campaign, and before I started, my cynical self thought of, nah, he must have already had a deal, and this is just some fake Lily Allen discovered on MySpace type stunt. In the last month, O signed a record deal with Sony, the same label that signed Michael Jackson, Mariah, Beyonce, flipping. Released a single, the video popped up on BBC, One Extra Couple, everything else. And then he said they pitched him to Half Cast Podcast, Chicken Shop, NFTR, Who We Be, blah, blah, blah. And then he's bigging up his talent, honing a choir, etc. And then it eventually led to his numbers being absolutely shocking off the back of, you know what I mean, off the back of the viral moment. So like the longevity, it's basically saying that the longevity is not going to be there for him. I don't know why I crossed this over with the other one, but it's because it's the same, exactly the same concept. But Ferdi's going to plummet straight up. Like, enjoy your moment, cuz. Enjoy it.
See, this is
get
the
your
thing.
peas.
This is the thing, though, bro. He's not even an artist. At least with o.a.d, they signed an artist, bro.
I feel sorry for o.a.d, man, because he's actually got skills.
o.a.d can actually sing, so there is something to develop there.
Exactly, man.
Bruv, it's even to a point where they're using this Ferdi's thing and auto-tuning it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just to go back to my other point, one of the tunes after the Ferdi, 1 day, after Ferdi's video dropped, Temper T and Giggs. Giggs is the biggest rapper in the UK right now. That should be the biggest viewed video of that week.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. 148,000. Like,
Jesus, man.
Because they're putting too much energy into supporting this Ferdi thing just because they want to make money off it. And it's just an example of bigger platforms just sacrificing the quality control, not giving a fuck about how good or bad a product is, and just cashing in on it. And that's 100%. That's not how you build a culture. That's not how you build
A&R by
genre.
algorithm, bro. I'm telling you, man. This guy's here.
It's fucking dog shit by algorithm.
Social platforms drag it to the top of the feeds. Once it gets traction, social media, radio, researchers spot it and submit it as topic for shows. Instant engagement. And then he dropped a comment in there about the BBC, but I won't read that one out. Then come the A&Rs. Then come the A&Rs who bid for the artist signature, often on a single deal basis. The approach by the label service, self-artist development. You've done well so far. You've got attention in an authentic way without us. Let's just go and release music straight away. But then he put, imagine being an artist who's been signed to Sony for a while, still waiting to release music. Then comes an Insta artist, elevated to a priority at the label, jump in the release schedule and the budget queue, and they've given him your A&R guy, studio time and press bookings, etc. And the result, well, have a look. And then he dropped some stats on that at the bottom. But it's that is exactly what it is, bro. These men are A&Ring by algorithm, and they're looking for that viral moment. Like, Ferdi, enjoy it, bro. Like I'm saying, just enjoy it, G, because you're going to be done in a month.
It stresses me out, bro. But all I'm going to say is that
it's a stress. But
if I ever hear any DJs dropping the song in their mixes, like this, it's not even funny. It's not a joke. Even in your 2018 Roundup mix, don't put Ferdi in there. You're getting blacklisted. You will be removed from the Brotherhood. You will not be allowed to use the title. You will not be allowed to use the title DJ before your name. You will just be.
You're gonna have to put some protective coating around the booth, mate. Because if I'm in the rave and that comes on, like
my drink's going in your laptop.
Get some water. I'm gonna say get some waterproof decks or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna get shit on the phone to play, and you will be banned from DJ City. Your computer will crash. Every time you type in DJ City's thing, your computer will crash. Every record pool that I can possibly think of, I'm going to get every plugger to block you, every club to block you. Like,
who signed this record, bro?
Don't know. I'm not looking into it, bruv. Not looking into it.
Who signed the record?
Don't know. Shall I look into it? Let me see. Oh, I don't want to click there because it gives it another
it's just view. this whole O. I keep going back to this O thing because I'm still reading through this guy's thread, but he's just basically saying how it's like super embarrassing for Sony, like a global brand with such power, basically jumped on a hype, probably alienated like other artists on the label. Do you know what I mean? And activated a campaign without a well-oiled machine, but execution was mediocre and lackluster. And it's probably stopped that Osh guy, who we agree has got techers. Is he ever going to be taken seriously now? Probably not. Like,
I don't know. It depends what his next move is.
Exactly. If it was me, I wouldn't have brought out my EA. I wouldn't have done it. looking back.
Well, it depends because he's gonna catch
for the remix with Burner.
That's what I would have done.
That would have been levels, and it would have meshed naturally, and he could go and then spread his wings and do his thing 100%. You know what I mean,
release it as a Burner Boy featuring Osh. Yay, remix, definitely. That should have been the move. But yeah, just to round up, going back to Ferdi, it's not good. It's not good for the culture. It's not good for the longevity. It is turning our scene into a laughing stock. Like, it's something that Big Shaq did. Like, more love to Michael Dapper, because what he did changed his life. But again, looking back, and I was a DJ that played it. I played Man's Not Hot a lot, so I'm putting my hands up for this. But looking back,
I played Man's Not Hot, man.
It doesn't bring the right people to our scene, because the people that want to hear Man's Not Hot don't want to hear the other decent stuff that we do want to push into our club sets. They're just there for Man's Not Hot and all this viral stuff.
I think the same people have seen tweeting about the state of this Ferdi situation, and the same people that were retweeting the original post to help it go viral. So it's like, it makes it hard. Bro, the guy's got 500,000 Insta followers, my dog.
Bro, that happened in the first couple of days, I don't know how authentic that is, because like in the first 2 or 3 days, someone sent me his account. It was like, because the post is like, the original bike video is like over a year old now.
Have you seen in fact, before you go anywhere, have you seen the kid who actually filmed it?
Yeah.
Bro, and he's out here saying, I am the original guy. Yeah. I am the reason. But bro, do you know what, if he was clever, right, my man could get a paycheck, bro.
Bro, I said this in the WhatsApp group. If he's smart, let it go till 10 million views. And then hit them up and be like, yo, that's my footage you're using, like.
And if he can prove that's his footage and show it all, which he can, he's about to get paid, my
Absolutely. JJ coming fast, the guy who is going to be famous for not being famous.
Guys out here fully trying it, Anyway.
And you know what? Just to end on a positive note, again, like, I want to reiterate, more love to Ferdi. He's doing his thing. He's capitalizing on an opportunity to make a lot of money in a scene that he hasn't helped try to build. So it's not like he's dropping his standards to go viral. This dude's a mechanic.
My guy won't even know about the scene, bro. Do you think he even knows about the scene?
Bro,
he's out here. Go stand in front of that Lamborghini and dance to them girls and shout coming fast. And we'll
absolutely, man. So like, more love to him. He's going to do whatever. He's going to have an amazing Christmas. He's going to start 2019 the right way. He might buy himself a house or whatever. But
he's killed it with that.
Ultimately, like, and if it goes to Christmas #1 or whatever, that's the mainstream world. So cool, they can do that. But all I want to say is, if you're an urban DJ, I hate the word urban, by the way. We need to do a podcast on why we need to change that word.
I said that the other day by accident, and I got the flipping rights put on me, bro. I was like,
I don't like
using that again.
But we still don't know. We don't have a better one. So, but anyone who's in this scene and wants to push real music and actually keep quality control and keep garbage out, like, don't play it. As a DJ, don't support it. Have a laugh at it on Instagram, because that's what Instagram's for. But don't play it in your club sets. Don't put it in your mixes.
Yeah, I won't be playing that one. That's one I will 100% on my life not play. And I'm happy to say that I've not had a request or even anyone even mention it to me yet. And I've probably played out like 10 times in the last fortnight. So yeah, not one shout, mate. All good. Anyway. Big
Talkover podcast. Yeah, big up Ferdi.
Do you think?
Hashtag Talkover podcast.
Hashtag coming fast.
Why are you coming fast? Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Subscribe to the channel.